Hi, ladies, and welcome to my boosting slash targeting webinar. Just a couple things before we get started. What exactly boosting is and how it will work for you. Boosting is when you go ahead and you come down here, and this is just an older page I put together just for examples. But if I went ahead and boosted this and you've all seen this, and you've all seen little like blurbs here like boost your post now for $2 and reach more people. This is what boosting is. We've talked a little bit about this before on previous webinars, but this just basically touches on a little bit of targeting your audience. Nothing too big, nothing too fancy, just kind of getting your post out there. But what we're going to be doing today is we are actually going to create an ad and boost it, like create an ad, not boost that ad, but we're creating an ad so it reaches even more people, reaches a specific targeted audience. We get a specific reach as far as whether we want them to click on our posts, whether they want to visit a website, whether they want to sign up for a coupon or a deal or something. This is just way more targeted, way more precise in how we reach our people and how we can translate those into conversions of sales. So starting off, what we're going to want to do is head up to here, your little drop down, and then you're going to want to create ads. Okay, now I know this could be a little bit uncomfortable or a little bit out of your comfort zone, not knowing how this all works, but that's why I'm here and that's why I'm going to show you. It is pretty in-depth, and there is a lot of different things you can do with Facebook ads. We are getting multi-million-dollar companies that are using Facebook to generate even more money, and Facebook has just been a huge help, and just the advertiser's dream, basically, because it can target and really narrow down who you're trying to reach, and at times it does better with conversions than even Google does with Google searches. So Facebook has really just grasped the idea of marketing and has really tailored it down to making sure that it meets marketers' criteria, and everyone is basically winning. The marketer's winning, Facebook's winning, and the audience is winning because they're being shown relevant ads. So let's go ahead. Now, this is the main screen. This is what you're going to see when obviously when you click create ad. The first thing you're going to want to do is create an objective. So here's a couple different things that you will want to keep in mind. Now when we're looking at a page like this is just the options for anyone who's marketing everywhere, like, people that are marketing for Target, people that are marketing for the small Joe's automatic auto repair shop down the road. I mean, everybody comes to this page to figure out what they want to do and how they want to advertise to their audience. So there's a couple different things. What awareness means is basically you're not looking to get clicks, you're not looking to get sales, you're basically just looking to build an awareness. We've talked before about the fact that your clients need to be shown a product about 5 times and before they actually go ahead and start buying it. We need to get used to the idea of seeing it on Facebook. We need to get used to the benefits. We need to hear that over and over and over again before we actually buy. So that's what brand awareness would be. It would be just, now with consideration, that is going to be most likely what we're going to be working with. That's going to be wanting likes for your page, wanting engagement, wanting you know, if you had an app, you would install an app, video views, lead generation, stuff like that. That is the action stuff for within Facebook. Conversions are going to be, if you had a website, being able to monitor how your audience clicks from Facebook to your website and then continues on through the checkout process and purchasing and everything like that. That's what conversion, that monitors that. And, you know, so we're not going to really be worried about this. We'll be worried more about awareness and consideration. And for right now, I want to look at traffic. That's basically the biggest thing we're going to be working with. It's just going to, it creates that brand awareness, but it also helps bring in those likes, those comments, those clicks if you had a website. You know, just for young entrepreneurs like us, for young direct sales, or just getting into the social media world, this is perfect for us, working with the traffic. So we're going to go ahead and click traffic there. And then we are going to come down here. And it's now, just keep in mind, the ads manager, I've only experienced it, and it tends to be a little slow. Like every time I work with it, it tends to be a little slow. I don't know if it's my internet, it could be, or my computer, but I feel like the whole system's just a little slow, so keep that in mind. Now, it shouldn't be so slow where you're just like forever, but it's not as fast as the usual Facebook, so keep that in mind. Campaign name, we'll just keep it the same, just traffic for your first one. When you start getting more comfortable and doing more campaigns, you can definitely change the name to something that will work specifically for the campaign you're trying to run. So here we are going to wait for this to load up. And, you know, like I said, it tends to be a little slow. But anyway, it is a great opportunity to be able to reach and get more blood and new blood. And, you know, sometimes we've saturated our friends list a little much, or, you know, we may be between spas where we're able to pick up new clients. So this kind of just gives us an extra boost to kind of reach those people that may be interested in beauty control, and helps us reach them and, you know, create a relationship that way. So here we have, you know, your audience size here. This is, you're going to want to stay within this green circle. This kind of just tells you, you know, and we'll see it go around, how we're building our audience and everything here. Let's see. Okay, so here we're gonna go ahead in here, and we're gonna create a custom audience specifically for beauty control women. Now here's a couple different ways you can do this. If you already have an email address of all your clients, maybe you're not friends with them, maybe they've, you know, you've been sending them your monthly emails, but they haven't been responding, so you kind of want to connect with them on Facebook a little more. You can actually go into custom audience here. And let's see, we have to go down here, create new, custom audience. Okay, and then in customer file, what you can do is actually either import from MailChimp if you use that, or you can upload a CSV file, which if you have an Excel spreadsheet of your emails, you can just rename it to, you know, beauty control clients.csv, and it would upload the file. So I would come here, click this, and then it would open up to all my files here. You would click next, let's see. And see, I start having all these emails, and you can create and upload that. So there's that. Or we can just create our own custom audience if we're trying to reach new people. You know, using email addresses, you know, we're going to those are people we're going to retarget and kind of build that relationship with again. But if we want to reach new blood, get new people into the game here, we're going to create a custom audience to reach those people. So what we are going to do is we're going to your specific locations. You know, if you're wanting to visit people for spas or everything, you know, definitely type in your specific location. In my case, I would be looking to add to Springfield, Missouri here. You just come down here. Where'd it go? Springfield. There we go. Click that. And here we're going to watch this little dial here. See? And here it's kind of right in the middle. That's almost perfect of the audience size we're wanting. You know, if we're too specific, it'll tell us. And if we're too broad, it'll tell us. So really getting into that specific audience and the numbers, the potential reach is just fantastic. And you know, if you went here and you click 25 miles within that area, you can go down to 10, you can go all the way up to 50. So super handy stuff there. And that way you're not driving to 3 counties over where somebody may live, or your ad had reached someone over there and maybe they want to book a spa and now you know, you have to drive. But this way you can keep them all centralized. Okay, and then for our ages, we're going to go down here. You know, we're not going to want to do too young because they don't have money and they're not going to buy. So we're going to at least go to the mid-20s, mid to late 20s. That's when, you know, they have a little bit more money to spend and they're interested in taking care of themselves. You know, the whole thing. You know, that's where you're going to start plugging in your specific audience. If you are, you know, middle-aged women that want to reach middle-aged women, you know, definitely target those ages. If you're an older woman, older generation woman, maybe you want to deal with just the older generation, perfect. You know, you can definitely just make it to any age group that you feel comfortable with. You know, and then obviously we have men and women. And then if you want to click English, it'll pop up for USA. Okay, and then here is where it gets really specific, the detailed targeting. So at this point, you're going to want to really just kind of sit back and write down maybe who is your ideal audience. Who is somebody that you really just want to reach and you feel like you have connection with these specific people, and really just write down just a couple things. You know, obviously, you know, somebody that's interested in skincare, you know, maybe they're interested in that. Maybe somebody that's interested in makeup. Let's see. Makeup. And, you know, watch over here. Some of it says employers and some of it says interests. So, and then some of them will actually say behaviors and just other things. So watch that. Make sure you're not adding to the wrong audience here. So, you know, here we have makeup artists. We're not going to want to target them because they already have makeup expertise. You know, maybe they're already selling their own stuff, so you don't really want to target them because they've got their own thing going on. You know, employers, that's another thing you don't really want to target. You want to target somebody like makeup lessons, somebody that is interested and they're learning. Maybe they're looking on YouTube, trying to get ideas. That is a great idea, a great audience, because obviously they're interested in makeup lessons, and you know, there you go. There's somebody that may be interested in learning from you, learning what you have. You know, if you want to make it a little bit more broad, or here's a little more specific, facial care. And let's see, I love makeup. Maybe somebody, here's some natural skincare, anti-aging cream. You know, don't go crazy. I wouldn't put too many more on here as far as those kind of interests. But then we're also going to want to put in what they call behaviors. And this would be like, maybe newly engaged, newly married, homeowners, maybe specific yearly income, maybe go ahead and put in employers, maybe somebody that is a teacher, you can put in teachers, maybe they're interested in spas, here we have job titles, teachers, employers, schools. So you can target your teachers, like we've got that Teacher Appreciation Week. This would be a perfect time, actually last week would have been a perfect time to create an ad for specifically teachers and actually target teachers for spas. So, keep that in mind as you are creating ads. Like, think about, even the time of year, or if there's special national days coming up, Mother's Day, Father's Day, stuff like that. We've got Father's Day coming up. Maybe it'd be a good idea to start putting Father's Day ads out there, wanting to manscape your man or something like that, to reach that dynamic. Let's see, 4th of July. Maybe even like a back to school, brides. Actually, you can do a lot with the brides, and when you are creating ads, let me just touch on this for a minute. When you are creating ads, you're going to want to have them pretty organized. You're going to want to have an ad for bridals. You're going to have an ad for new moms. You're going to want to have an ad for teachers, so really kind of separate those target audiences. That way you're not throwing up a new mom ad to maybe a teacher, because teachers are going to see that and be like, well, that doesn't apply to me. I'm not a new mom. They could be, but I'm not a new mom, so that doesn't interest me. So you don't want to waste those views or those engagements on a teacher for a new mom ad. So, I would recommend maybe just kind of writing out a couple different ads, or kind of a couple different places or ads that you want to start, and just kind of write the audiences down. And that way you're not getting confused. You can kind of compartmentalize what audience goes to each ad. But here we go. We'll just go ahead and we'll actually go ahead and we will type in annual income. So here we have, let's see, how much is it going to make me put in here? It may not want the $sign. Let's go ahead and type in that. Okay. Let's see, is it going to pop up? Oh, 70. Let's see. Income. Usually it pops up right away. I don't have, here we go, income. Okay, and here you're going to have your demographics. I don't know how they come up with these numbers, or how these people, how Facebook has this information, but apparently they do. And it could be a little unsettling, but obviously they have it, and there's nothing I can do about it. So I'm going to just take advantage of it. Take advantage of the information that they have and that they're offering it to us. So go ahead and put in your income, and this is just reaching our ideal client, somebody that we know is going to spend money and isn't going to have a problem spending a little bit of money on quality skincare. That's what we're trying to reach. So that is just a fantastic way to target. And then we will go ahead and add, let's go ahead and do this. So you can actually go down here and exclude people. So you can go down here and maybe type in, if you don't run a reach, or maybe you haven't had a lot of success with working with maybe Mary Kay people, maybe competitors. You don't want to conflict or show your ads to them, because they've already obviously have their whole thing going. So you're going to want to kind of just exclude people that are your competitors, because we don't want to waste our money targeting people, because we know that they're probably interested in facial and makeup lessons, and they may like that stuff, but if we don't exclude them, our ads are going to show up to them, and it's going to make our ads irrelevant to them. So your exclusion audiences are just as important as your audiences themselves, because you don't want to waste money on people that aren't going to spend money with you. So we're going to want to, you know, make sure that we exclude people with Mary Kay, you know, Roden and Fields, really just kind of go down the list and just exclude our competitors. Like I said, that way we're not wasting our money showing them ads when we know they're already not going to buy. So we got that there. Then what we can do is narrow the audience as well. So basically it would take all this information, and this could have, you know, one person could make this, one person could do this, one person could do this, one person could do this. So then we have 5 different kinds of people here. But if we go ahead and narrow the audience, this would make it be at least one of these. So we would actually want to put in the $75,000 down here, because that tells us that people that make that kind of money and are interested in anti-aging cream, facial care, and, you know, everything like that. That way we kind of narrowed the audience a lot more. And see, it kind of took us down to a very specific level. So we're going to want to add a little bit more interest up here to make it a little bit more broad. We'll go ahead and put in makeup tutorials, beauty, fashion, and makeup, just to kind of bring that number back up a little bit. And this could also be because I am located in Springfield. Springfield's not a very big city to begin with. If you live close to like a bigger city like Nashville or Toledo or Orlando, you probably won't have this problem, because the audience down there is just going to be so much bigger. But let's go ahead. With that in mind, I won't add any more just because it's Springfield. And then I can actually go ahead and narrow it further. So then they have to meet each of these criteria before they are able to see my ad. But since we're already down to such a specific audience, I'm just going to go ahead and add in another one here. And I'm actually going to add in active card user. Now these are behaviors. These are people that have had either they've taken a survey, or maybe they've gone through a Facebook ad and clicked through the cart. So Facebook keeps a recognition of, you know, that you're spending money with a credit card or whatever. So we're going to add an active card user, because obviously they have no problem spending money on the internet. And that's, you know, that's huge. I mean, you've got some people that still use cash, which is completely fine, but those people that have no problem spending money, that is awesome for us. And, you know, this is just, these are just a couple ideas I'm throwing out. You don't have to copy every single one to get your audience where it is. These are just a couple ideas. An active card user, maybe that's something that you don't really mind. See, it brought my audience back up. Maybe that's something that doesn't bother you, because you'll be doing more in-home spas. You kind of want to reach people. You don't really want them to buy over social media. You don't have a problem with that. But maybe you're looking to just get more people so you can do more in-home spas. That's a thing. That's a thought too. You know, so just keep that in mind as you're kind of going through the audiences. And if you want to ever message me, I know this can be a lot when you're talking about adding certain audiences. You know, we can just kind of share some ideas and figure out what a good target audience is for you. And, you know, it may take a little bit for you to kind of just play around with it, kind of get an idea as far as what a good audience for you is. You could have like the perfect audience, you know, the perfect information in here in Facebook, but if it's not getting the clicks, or if it's not getting the engagement we need, then we're going to need to tweak it a little bit more. So keep that in mind. It takes a little bit to find that perfect ad. But once you do, it's fantastic. So let's keep going, work our way through this. We'll just go ahead and leave this the same. Facebook's pretty good about the placements of their ads, so we'll just keep that there. Here's your daily budget and schedule. That's a daily budget. We could do a lifetime budget of just spending $20 total for the next month or the next week, or we can do a daily budget of like $3 to $5 for a week. And that way we're not spending a lot. But, you know, definitely keep an eye on this. Keep an eye on a start and a run date. See, here's a month. So if we wanted to go ahead and just do a week, we can go ahead and, or even a couple days. I mean, it's all up to you. So there we go. $3 a day for a couple days, $12. So not too bad. Facebook usually recommends $5. That's why that thing is. Okay, so it does want me to make $5. Okay, that's fine. If you do actual boosting on your Facebook page, like from a post that you already posted, that'll get you, you can just do a couple dollars here and there. But if you're going to actually do an ad, they're going to want a little bit more daily. But you can also, like I said, you can also just do a lifetime budget and make that. Let's see if it'll let that happen. Change that. Okay, so what is it going on? Okay, at least $20 for a lifetime budget. So if we go back to here and click a daily budget and only did a couple days, so you gotta watch it. Sometimes it changes back, so you don't want to be, if you don't want to spend $20 a day, make sure that that's set back there. Okay, and then we can, let's see if it'll let us bring it down to just a couple days. Okay, so 2 days. It'll let us do $10 for 2 days. So that's great. You can leave this here. We're going to want to do link clicks. Impressions, like I said, that's pretty much just building your awareness. You're not really looking to get likes or shares or anything like that. That's for impressions, but what we're going to want to do is do link clicks. We'll leave that the same, leave this all the same. And then here's your set name. This is everything that's encompassed in here. That is what we're calling this. Springfield 27 plus. And you know what? I am just going to go ahead and make it women. See what that does to my audience. Okay, it doesn't do anything to my audience size. So here's your daily estimated results. This will be the reach. This will be what the estimate is for link clicks. And that's what you can expect each day. So that's not too bad. It's a good investment for your business there. Okay. Let's go ahead. We're gonna want to make sure that our page is correct. Before we click that though, they changed some things here. So come on, Facebook. There we go. Here is, come on. Click this first, if you, well, especially if you have more than one page. Otherwise, it will reset the top. It automatically populates to that, the carousel, but we're going to want to just do a single image. So then you can click down here, find your page, and work with that. And if your Instagram account is connected to your Facebook account, it will automatically populate here. And there it is. Well, it should be populated, my Instagram account, but apparently it's not, but that's fine. Well, let's see. How difficult would this be? I may have to go through Instagram to connect it. We'll see if this lets me. lets me do this here. Come on. Oh, it's not gonna let me. Okay. Well, we can go back and look at that. So yes, we're gonna wanna work with just a single image. If you have a video that you wanna upload, you can use that. If you just wanna do a slideshow, which is 10 images on a looping video, you can add music to it. You know, it's pretty cool. You can fade it in and out or make it just a flip for the pictures. Here's collections. That's more if you had an actual shop and you wanted to, you know, feature more than just one item. So down here, here's a couple things to think about when creating your ad. You can go right into it with, you know, sale right here, contact me for sale items. A lot of good feedback or a lot of good clicks actually go off of asking a question, you know. So do you struggle? Well, you want to be careful too though, because sometimes Facebook doesn't like when you address a health problem. So maybe, are you passionate about skincare and makeup? We are too. Let us show you the newest ways to get the trending beauty looks or something like that. You know, so you're going to want to catch that attention of your audience, of your viewer, by creating just a question worthy, a very just pop out and grab you kind of question, you know, because that's your first impression. Okay, yay! My internet came back on after, oh, probably like 20 minutes of waiting here. So you see what I'm struggling with. Okay, so getting back into it. Here we're going to click the messenger text. That is going to direct these messages to you when they click on them and want to know more. But before we do that, since this finally decided to come up, we are going to upload our images. And go up here. Let's see. Let's find a good picture. Where did all my ad pictures go? They may be over here. Oh, we'll grab this one. This is a nice picture. And you can also browse some from your library through your page, or you can get some free stock images. So, you know, if you want to upload one of our pictures from the group, or if you want to just do one of the other two things, that's cool. If you are doing your own, keep in mind that this is the image size, so it's going to crop it a little bit. So keep that in mind. Try to avoid too many words on there. Facebook doesn't like a lot of words. It's just super picky like that. I think they said like 30%. They don't want more than 30%. More words than there is picture. Otherwise, it will deny it or it just won't show it that much. That just keeps it from being too spammy. You can put in your optional message here that would automatically respond to somebody when they click that and type you a message. Or, you know, you can just put it in yourself. So what we'll go ahead and do here is type a headline. Maybe something like skincare for all. And then, you know, something like, do you love super soft skin? We do too. We are passionate about our skincare and love helping others feel confident in their own skin. We would love to, let's go ahead and just do like a contact us now to find out all the best sales in, I'm just kind of writing this. You can, we'll just keep it at best sales. I mean, it doesn't have to be, I mean, you'll want to kind of go over your own copy and try to figure out the best words and what's going to be attention grabbing. Off the cuff though, it's harder for me to just sit down. I can definitely think of something when I have a little bit more time on my hands here and actually creating an ad. But since we're just kind of putting this out here, and here we go, we'll send the message, and hopefully this is not going to shut down on me again. And then this will be shown underneath, so we'll do like click now to view, come on, to view current sale, and my computer gets ahead of my typing here. Okay, we'll see if this pops up. We don't have to worry about those since we're not tracking to a website or anything. Let's see. We'll go ahead and try to place this and see if it will like that, and then we can see the full view of the order here. Okay. Okay, where can we go back and see that? Okay, here we go. It finally decided to show up here. This is what our ad's going to look like. Now, if we decided to change it to brand awareness or a different kind of conversion audience ad type of thing, it would actually have a different picture and you know, a different view, more like this, with the picture up top with the words underneath. You know, so it all just depends on what kind of objective you want for your ads. You know, this is a pretty standard ad to help grab people's attention, get them thinking about skincare, thinking about you with skincare or makeup or beauty or whatever your goal is for these ads. You know, and this kind of really helps narrow it down to what kind of ad you want to do. So yeah, this is pretty much how it works. I mean, like I said, it can be a little tricky, but if you just follow this webinar, you really shouldn't run into any problems. If you do, please let me know. I'd love to help you with that, work through some things, you know, try to figure out what's going on. If you had any questions about ad copy you wanted me to look over, we can go over that. If you had any questions about targeting or your audience, let me know and we can discuss that and kind of help you see how that works. You know, and by the way, like, I'm showing you this webinar and the how to create ads. It is so you have that information available if it is something you want to dive into in the future. If it's something that you're not really sure about, you're a little uncomfortable working with, that is completely fine. Like, your business is not going to fail because you're not going to do ads. But if you are looking for more blood, new blood into your business, if you're looking to reach more people, this is definitely a good option, especially in the winter when people don't really want to go out, or maybe they just want to stay inside and they're not open to in-home spas, or maybe you're wanting to reach those brides that are getting married here pretty quickly. We've got wedding season is going to come up, and these women that are brides are going to want to do bachelorette parties or just to relax and kind of enjoy their last remaining time as single women, so maybe they'll want some girl time. So think about that, reaching out to our brides in the coming months. You're pretty much good for creating ads from now until probably September, for specific brides, and that could be, a huge untipped niche for you. If we had done this a little bit ago, we could have done something with Mother's Day. We can do back to school, kids are going back to school, mom, treat yourself to a spa. That's going to be coming up in end of July, August. I mean, before we know it, it's going to be time. It's crazy. I feel like my girls just went to school, and here they are 2 weeks out from being finished. And it's unbelievable. My oldest is in 4th grade, and I'm like having a hard time with that. And she's gonna, if we were staying in Missouri, she would actually be moved into another building into intermediate. But since we're moving to Missouri, or Florida, sorry, she's gonna stay in elementary for another year. But still, it's like, wow, end of elementary, I can't really handle that right now. But anyway, so just keep that in mind. We can bounce some ideas off each other and talk about this more. Don't get discouraged if you don't see a lot in your first ad. I mean, not many people see a whole lot of success in the first ad. It takes a little bit to getting used to. So don't waste a whole lot of money those first couple ads. Definitely keep it down low, a couple bucks, a day, or $5 a day for 2 days or whatever, just so you get the idea of how it works and you're not just throwing your money out there not knowing how it works. But like I said, definitely ask me anything, questions, if you need help with budgeting, if you want some insight as to your audience, just let me know. I would love to help you. Facebook ads is a growing monster, that is for sure, and it's only going to get bigger. And I am learning stuff every day about Facebook ads. So it's always changing, and I'm looking forward to spending more time learning more about it. And I hope that it helps you. But yeah, hopefully I'm gonna upload this video and get it on the group really quickly and get you watching it. So have a good rest of your week, girls, and have an awesome weekend. Friday is finally tomorrow. Yay! I'm excited about next week. Make sure you tune in next week. I will give a specific time. Kim will be going live next Thursday, the 11th. And once we get closer to that time, I will work with her and discuss a specific time, either afternoon or evening. And that way you can see what she has to say and see all the tricks that, oh my goodness, she's got some fantastic things that she's working with. And I'm excited to hear from her. And, you can definitely catch the replay if you aren't able to view it live. But yeah, I hope you have a fantastic day, and keep rocking it, ladies. You've got this. Bye.